can offer additional discounts for to encourage faster payments. Okay. Now, see, negotiation, right? Now you will be thinking, what can I negotiate, right? So what you can negotiate is faster payment terms. You can say that if you are making the payment within 15 days, I will offer an additional 5% discount or additional 2% discount. And if we don't receive the payment within 30 days, we are going to, interest will be levied for late payments. Now, all this thing you can do only the first time with your client, the first transaction that you are going to do with the client, because you are setting the foundation that I do business like this. If but in the beginning we don't follow processes and then later we want to change it, it's tough. Nobody will like that change later. You have already built relationship, and then it becomes a matter of relationship. So it's very important that whatever your payment terms, the first time you're transacting, because that is the time where you can voice what you want to voice, because the other side, your client is on the listening side. Okay. So it's very important that you give some incentives for faster payments, because that will help you address your cash flow issues in the business, right? You're expecting payments in 45 days, but if the client can give it in 20 days, because you're offering an additional discount, 5% discount, people honor that, right? Because they want to save that money. They may have money, right? You have to give all your shots, right? So encourage faster payments by offering additional discount. Here you can give some pricing comfort. Okay, here at this stage, some discount in the money part. Okay, because that will encourage people to pay you faster, and that will help you resolve. Once money comes to you, you can do a lot of things with it. You can reinvest it back in your business, right? So one more important point, if you're dealing as a reseller, or you're into apparel, or some kind of goods, that retail goods that you want to sell. For example, it's a fashion jewelry. Okay, fashion jewelry, imitation jewelry, or you are into a boutique kind of ready-made clothes. Always ask for stock on credit. If you are giving 2 lakhs, you're buying product of 2 lakhs, you ask another 1 lakh stock or 50,000 stock on credit. Okay, that is a one more secret for your, because you have another 50,000 stock which they have given you on credit. Everybody gives stock on credit. You have to ask. Okay, so that is also very important thing. So when you are starting your business, see if you can be given some credit, stock, some certain stock on credit. Okay, stock means the merchandise. Okay, I mean, don't confuse with the stock market. I'm just saying the merchandise, the goods. A toy shop you are opening, retail stuff mostly. Okay, so these are some of the insights that I wanted to share with you. And very important, keeping your personal finances different from your business finances. And this is a big problem with many business owners. They merge. There is no separation between business account and personal account, and money becomes a big challenge, because you don't have any everything you earn you want to reinvest back in the business. Not a great strategy. Keep at least reinvest some 50%, and keep 50% aside. Okay, don't reinvest everything in your business. Keep aside, start from day one, have a process to pay yourself. Keep taking salaries even though it is less. Don't look at the amount, process I'm talking about. Okay, so these are some of the things in my 5P process, which is very, very important for making sure that you have sufficient cash flow in your business.